This is eCommerce Uncensored. Brought to you by Fast Forward Unlimited. We're coming to you fully loaded and exposed with all the strategies and techniques for growing your e-commerce business.
Hey everyone, and thanks for joining us on another episode of eCommerce Uncensored. This is episode number 97. My name is Kevin Manel, and I'm here with
Jason Caruso.
And Albert.
Albert.
Ooh, Albert.
Albert
That's a new name.
Albert's the guy that I've been busting his balls behind the scenes about. He's our guy that sets up our whole thing here.
He does our social media for us.
He does our social media for us.
And then researches drum sets in between that.
Yeah, he learns drum, and then he annoys us with his, his chair scrieking back,
Well,
squeaking.
that's not my fault. I can't control the chair.
But his name is Albert,
buy him a new
and
chair.
then Albert.
Right.
What's your last name? Say your last name.
Hadjayev,
Hadjayev.
also known as K.
Is that Italian?
He's our mad Russian. Ivan Draga.
Right. Oh, Creed 2.
Yeah.
Go see Creed 2.
I was jealous of you when I saw you on Facebook watching that.
Awesome movie.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but
No, I'm excited to go see it.
Go see it.
I tried to set it up so I could go. Did it open Thanksgiving morning?
I don't know. I went Saturday.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe while my wife was cooking and stuff, I could sneak out, but didn't quite pan out.
I saw A Star Is Born recently. That was good.
What a movie, man. And the nice part about, Creed 2 is that it builds sort of like a storyline. Like the sequels always have trouble really building a storyline. It's just they try to pick up where they're at.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's Ivan Drago's son that he's fighting, there's a whole storyline built behind his son coming up the ranks, and then I don't want to give it away, but
it's crazy. I mean, the sequel thing is a problem. I think they do it too much, but if for some reason Stallone, man, I think he does it right every time.
Let me tell you something. He played an awesome part.
Even Balboa, he came out with Rocky Balboa.
Yeah.
Even that was good.
The only one that wasn't good, I think, was the one with Tommy Guns. That was
at this point, he has such a following with the Rocky thing. If he puts out a movie, people are going to see it no matter what, just because you have to.
Yeah, but the movies are good, though. It's not just that. A lot of people come out with movies just because they go see them because someone's in it.
Star Wars 4052.
Yeah, and I always hear that those movies suck.
Back to the Future, Back to the Past, coming up on the... I mean, it's they come up with all these stupid names just to try to do something.
Yeah, they just...
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future series was good, so don't rag on that. That was a good series.
But, no, Creed 2, man, go see it. I mean, from the beginning to the end, and... Ivan Drago and his son comes to Philly. It's pretty awesome.
Let's just have a podcast about talking about movies.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be pretty easy. We just watch a movie and then we'll come and talk about it.
Yeah, so Black Friday, Cyber Monday is kind of at coming to an end. We do actually run an extended Cyber Monday offer for today that will end at 5:00. And we talk about this a lot, about making sure you have, or coming up with just reasons to send people emails. Now, this email, one of our clients, we're doing the extended email for, it's it made $2,000 or $3,000 or $2,000. It's money just found money. Yeah,
it's that little extra that you have you can take advantage of.
Yeah.
It's weird. I think it's just this series of sales for this Black Friday, Cyber Monday is just going to gradually get bigger and bigger. It just seems like it keeps getting longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think
it starts even a week before Black Friday even. So.
Yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
Monday before.
But a lot of these studies show that customers who buy these offers aren't necessarily the best customers always.
They're not. But before we get into that, let's talk about our favorite email marketing platform. Now, if you use Klaviyo like we do during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it really gives you all the numbers. Send out an email, you see how much money you made, right? You see how many people opened it. You see how many, the people, what products they've purchased.
Yeah, you were showing me today, and you don't let me in there, so I don't know much. So
you made your own account. Go play with it yourself.
So I walked over and I looked over your shoulder, and you were looking at in every individual sale that came from each email, from each customer. So it was really cool.
The product, how much money it made, You know, you could see who purchased it. You could see everything. It's just amazing. And, you know, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you know, a lot of people make the mistake in believing that they're like store owners. Really, they're just like, it's just like data. Like you got to figure out like the data. Like it's funny. I saw this. I'm in the ClickFunnels group. Some guy put on ClickFunnels, you know, Russell Brunson makes it sound so easy to break even with a funnel. The guy's like, you know, I'm spending $5,000 and I'm getting back whatever he said, $2,500. And he gave all his numbers. I have this conversion rate. I have this many people signing up to my list at this price, blah, 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 blah. And somebody jumped in with like an Excel spreadsheet. And the guy was like, dude, just get the 2% to like 1.8 and you're breaking even. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like you get so caught up in like the minutia that you don't just like step back and say, wait a minute. If I can get this 2% conversion rate to like 1.7, now I'm making my $5,000 back, right? So the point is that you're as good as your numbers, right? Like you only have to tweak a couple little things to hit your goals.
And that's why you have to switch to Klaviyo right now or start using Klaviyo right away, because you get all these things. You get all these data points that you can make your decisions based upon.
Yeah, and I don't really care. Like, you know, I hear a lot of people, MailChimp. If you're using MailChimp, stop. You know, I use MailChimp for other things, but if you're like, this is an e-commerce platform, Klaviyo is the platform. You'll make money from it. Anything that you spend using it, you'll make money from. And we would appreciate it if you used our... Is it an affiliate link? It's really not. We're not getting paid for somebody to sign up, but eCommerceUncensored.com/email. That'll redirect you to Klaviyo's website. The first 250 contacts are free. We also have a Facebook group, eCommerceUncensored.com/Facebook, that will redirect you to our page. Sign up. We'll get you in there. It's, you know, it's when we look at how many downloads we get and we compare it to the people in the Facebook group, it is growing slowly, but you know, it's a hard transition to take people off of their, you know, iPhones in their cars or whatever to come like to Facebook sort of thing, you know. But yeah, we got both of those things going on. eCommerceUncensored.com/email and get on Klaviyo now.
Do it.
Do it.
So we got the aftermath of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and our stat boy here, Albert.
Yep.
Albert the stat boy, we can call you that. Came up. He's got some stats here for you. He's going to read some of the things that happened this Cyber Monday, Black Friday deal. Go ahead, Albert.
Yeah, let's
talk.
have some pretty interesting facts. This was actually
Jason, get off your phone. Jason, get off your phone.
Speaking of phones,
Well,
this was a huge year for e-commerce, especially. So consumers, this is according to Digital Commerce 360, consumers spent $6.22 billion online on Black Friday, according to Adobe Analytics. And that's up 23.6% compared with $5 billion last year.
No, that's huge.
There's a huge increase.
I think it has a lot to do with the extension of Black Friday. Are you with us, Jason? Can you
Yeah, I'm actually going to
stop
talk
looking at your phone?
I'm going to just...
It's so distracting.
I want to just talk about something. This.
So out of those...
Hold on, Albert. I came across this dude, and this chick made $1.19 million in 90 minutes on Black Friday.
Wow. What does she do? What is it?
Cosmetics. Her name... It says this black-owned cosmetics mogul just made $1 million in 90 minutes, Cyber Monday. Her name...
She must have had a huge following to begin with, right?
I don't know. It doesn't really say.
Yeah.
But it's just...
So speaking of Jason really looking at his phone, 2 billion of those 6.2 billion dollars in sales came directly from smartphones alone, which is up 50% from the old record of 1.4 billion set on Cyber Monday 2017.
Yeah, I think that's key. I mean, I saw myself even shopping more on my phone than I usually do. I just feel more I used to feel just more comfortable on my desktop making that actual sale, being able to see things just bigger, but it's just like they've made it the way the interfaces are going and the user experiences are developing. Smartphones, like that's where Everything's going.
Yeah, I actually think that number's low. And I'll tell you why. Because I think people start on their cell phones and then complete the order on the desktop. So I think that you can probably add another third or more of people who, it's kind of like a
you start on your phone.
You start on you start shopping on your phone, and you complete the order on a desktop. Because I'm like you, like I'll sit on my phone and like look for things that I'm interested in, but I just want to go on my computer and I just want to see what it looks like.
Well, that's what I did with these toothbrushes I was telling you guys about. It's like I started looking at, I was getting ads on my Facebook, so that's kind of where it starts a lot of times. On Instagram, you get the ad, Facebook, you get the ad, and I kept seeing the retargeting ads, and I was looking into it on my phone. I couldn't make that purchase on my phone. I needed to look at it on my desktop just to get like a better idea of what this thing was. So I think that happens a lot. I think you're right.
Yeah, and I know my wife last night, like we're sitting down watching this movie. And I got my laptop. I have the
Christmas movie, Hallmark movie.
Yeah, it was a Hallmark movie, and I have my laptop open, streaming the Rangers, and so I'm kind of like doing both things just to like
Good one.
Yeah, no volume, just watching them, and she's on her phone, and like, we're watching a movie, quote unquote, and like she'll be like, oh, what did you just say, or what just happened? Oh. And I'm like, well, get your face out of Amazon, and you would like see what's going on. She's just literally like doing this, and like she's like, wow, I bought this thing on Walmart, and now it's cheaper on Walmart. Let me call these guys up so I can get some of my money back, and like, everything's on her phone, everything.
Well, nowadays you can even like, how like you used to be able to tag. Well, you still can tag people on Instagram. Nowadays, if you just click on a product, it comes up with a little like almost like a shopping bag, and you just click it right there, and it brings you right to the product.
I don't think. Last I heard, I don't know if that's changed, but last I've heard, only certain brands were allowed to do that, like certain big brands. I don't know if the little guys are.
Yeah, Instagram rolls out features like that.
But the fact that you can still like they're making it so convenient for people to just not even have like that whole worrying process, like you guys said, like wanting to go to the desktop and explore more. Like they just make it easily buyable right there on the spot.
Yeah, because it's impulse. Those are like all the impulse buys.
Well, Walmart is incredible. I mean, the things they've done with their app. I mean, my wife's more into it than I am, but like they have this thing where I might be stupid for saying, like, oh, of course it has that, but when you buy something at Walmart, you like scan your receipt, and then it'll search the internet for the same product, and if it's found somewhere with a greater price than that, they'll give you a credit.
Cheaper price.
Yeah, they'll give you basically a credit towards your next purchase, or you'll have cash in your Walmart account. Right. It's incredible the things that they're doing. And then we went to Walmart on Black Friday, and you go to like the self-checkout thing, and you just scan your phone, your barcode, and that's basically all you have to do. I was like scanning the things, and at the end I was going to put my card in. She's like, no, you don't have to do that. Like it's already done through their Walmart app.
Apple Pay. I mean, it's just like... Yeah, I mean, I still, I saw it when I used to have the blog. Like every year, mobile traffic would keep going up and up. And when I was done with my blog, it was at 50% at the time, and it was really killing ad revenue, because on the cell phone you don't see the ads as much. You know what I mean? Because the sidebar used to have ads, top.
I think people are less likely to bounce around too. Because when I'm on a website and I click on an ad, or I go to click on an ad, I'm like, if I click on that ad, I'm going to end up in another tab somewhere. I'm going to get lost somewhere. And I think people are cognizant of that, and they don't not like it to click around.
Yeah, it's definitely, it's just amazing how this changed, right? It used to be like, use, links that didn't look suspicious. Use links that, made sense. They matched like now it's like on a mobile phone, you don't know what URL is that you're on. Like, you go in a browser, you're like, you don't even really see it.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. So it's like, it's changed. Like the things that I used to do for conversion optimization, like URLs and, button colors and all this other crap, it doesn't really make sense anymore, like on mobile. And people are, Gary Vaynerchuk, and I'm not, I like Gary. I'm just not like a huge, like, like work until you,
we know.
Crush it, or what does he say? Like
hustle.
Like, I wake up at 1 a.m. and I hustle, and all right, man, like enough is enough. But I like him. He's a smart guy. And what the hell was I going to say?
I don't know. You were talking about mobile experience.
The buttons and the colors and the.
This happens to you a lot.
No,
man.
I got it. So he was like,
Need some ginkgo biloba.
no, I did have a stroke, by the way. But he said, this was like years ago. He's like, yeah, the internet's like 11 years old. It hasn't even had sex yet. So it's like as people learn and get used to doing things, like the things that were taboo before are like normal now, right?
Mm-hmm.
As we live in the Mac world, so like we don't have a lot of viruses. Like you could click on anything. It's like there's like, but when I was in like the PC world, it's like you had to watch what you clicked on because everything would like take your computer down. But things are changing.
Yeah, and I think in some cases with the mobile thing is like you're almost, when you're developing a landing page or a product page, you almost need to look at your mobile layout first.
Well, and that's a good point because we come across a lot of people who spend a lot of time making a landing page. Again, you're a designer, like you're a graphic designer. It was a hard thing for you to grasp. But like making it look pretty, and then you go on your phone, it's just like blocks of like pictures and like
it's like a waste of time almost, the time you spend on your desktop while you're not even looking at mobile yet.
Mm-hmm. Right. And so the like design has changed, UX has changed, UI has changed, customer experience and like it's just so.
Yeah, so we got these like huge numbers, right? You got all these sales, and like I said earlier, like a lot of studies have shown that like the customers that you get from these big offers aren't always the best customers, right?
Right.
And I think that has to do with a lot of like lack of follow through after you get these customers. Like, what do you do next? How do you hold on to them? How do you nurture them? So, it's a perfect time for them to buy again. Christmas is coming. Maybe they didn't get everything they needed during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or maybe they missed it for some reason. I think it's a good time to, take those customers down the buying process of being loyal lifetime customers instead of saying, I got you, you spent some money on Black Friday and that's it.
Yeah, I mean, I think why they say they're not good customers is because they're just deal shoppers.
Right.
And like, if the TV is normally $1,000 and you get it for $500.
I think it is partly that, but I think if you don't follow through with those customers, that's going to automatically take the numbers down.
Right. And I think how you follow through with them is important, right? Like, it doesn't always have to be a sale. Like, if they purchase from you and they got over that hump, that trust hump, like, okay, now let's get them to like you.
Right.
Let's get them to trust you. They did that already, but to know you a little bit more. Maybe come up with like a nurturing campaign of emails, like introducing yourself. Like, you could even be funny and say things like, there's a good chance you came through us through our Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals, but why don't you learn a little bit about who we are?
Yeah.
Who we really are.
Yeah. Or if you have a product, like we have some ingestibles that we sell, and we just went through this Black Friday, take them through a sequence of like, okay, how's it going? How's the supplement working for you? Or here's some tips on the best ways to use that thing or that supplement or whatever you may sell.
Best results, give them a best results nurturing campaign, or what kind of results other people are seeing. I mean, you got to get them to start liking you a little bit and start, looking at you as something other than where they just got their last deal from.
Yeah, and they get the feeling like, oh, this company's not just going to try to sell me every time. They're going to give me some value to my life. They're going to make me feel like warm and fuzzy when I need something.
Yeah, I mean, video right now is exploding. I mean, people thought 2 years ago video is exploding. I mean, it's like everything now. Create some videos, like get in front of them a little bit. Get them to, unless you're Albert, they probably won't like you if you get in front of a camera.
He's got a microphone in front of him now. You can't
right. But
you can actually talk.
Yeah,
but
I can clap back.
Right, but seriously, get them to like you, right? Like
that, and maybe capture some assets for future campaigns. Like if you have say a cosmetic company, see if you can get some social media activity from people who are using it, some photos, some personalized photos, or some testimonials from people who are using their products. So you got this big group of customers that just came in and maybe bought something new or bought something they already bought or whatever it may be. But there's an opportunity there to gather some new stuff that you can use moving forward.
Some other things, yeah.
Some other things, some other assets, some other marketing materials, some other videos and stuff. So,
right. What else you got on there?
What other stats you got there, Stat Boy?
So, one interesting thing about you guys were talking about the like perfect customers and finding out which ones are the best and spend the most money. So on average, the average American spends about $335 per person during the 5-day period between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. The
You didn't
biggest
even hear it. The camera went off.
All right, so we're back from a little bit of a technical difficulty, and while we're speaking, we're looking for a new audio visual engineer that can come help us set up for the podcast.
Yeah, like
Because
erase things from the card.
Yeah, because
Alright.
our camera just went off because of a full card, and I'm sure that's part of your job description, Albert.
All right. Continuing. So the average person spends about $335 between Thanksgiving and Cyber Monday. Now, the biggest spenders this year were millennials aged 24 to 35, who paid out an average of $419 per person. So almost $100 more than the average person. And I'm assuming these are the same people that are probably using more of the mobile sites than any other
So my
audience.
wife falls in that millennial age bracket, I believe. I am 41. She is 7 years younger than me.
Is she above or below average of four? What was it for? What?
$419.
No, that's a day.
No, that's between
Total.
Thanksgiving
No,
and Cyber
she's
Monday.
way above that.
You think? You think she spent over $400 over this past week? Must be nice having your money, man.
This week?
This past week. That's what it's talking about. It's Black Friday, Cyber Monday shit.
My wife is a professional shopper. Let me tell you something. I mean, when I tell you she is exactly who we want to buy our stuff, well, how can I not buy that? It was 20% off. I mean, I had to get it. It was a deal. Like
I am the worst shopper, man, because I'm trying to buy stuff. I'm trying to get ready for, I got Hanukkah coming up this Sunday, then, Christmas and all this shit. I'm trying to do it, and I never actually follow through with my purchases. I don't know why. I get to the point where and then I end up missing the deal. That happens every year.
I don't.
Because I hate shopping.
You know what? You know the trend that I see really happening right now? And I don't know if you guys noticed it, but the deals for Black Friday and Cyber Monday aren't that good anymore. Like buy two, get one free.
And maybe that's why. Maybe that's why I can't get over the hump because I'm in the business. I'm like, yeah, that's just like one site I was shopping from was 20% off. I'm like, this is normal.
Right. You're used to like 50% off, 70% off. Like one of our old clients, you got their email. It's like buy two, get one free. Like, what if I don't want to?
Yeah, we worked with them last year, and we did a straight 50% off. Great order. And it was like,
No way.
is that card full too? Okay, please send applications to Kevin at eCommerceUncensored.com.
Oh, Jesus. I have to say, Kevin.
You're going to have some editing to do this time, Albert.
Oh, no, it was the same one.
So why would you turn the card's obviously still full?
I thought it was
Good Lord. We're going to keep this in the podcast so everyone can see what we need in a person.
You know what? The problem is we can't have our technician on the podcast with us.
Is that the problem? Yeah,
No,
Albert,
it would have went off.
I'm
if he
sorry.
was watching.
No,
So what was I just saying? Oh yeah, we did. It was last year. We did a 50% offer, and it blew up. Like I swear, I remember looking at my phone. I was just getting order after order. And this year, I got their email. It was buy one get one 50% off.
It was buy two, get one.
It was buy one get the second one half off. I'm like,
which is a normal deal that you see in stores regularly.
Yeah, I mean, and I think like the whole point of Black Friday, Cyber Monday. By the way, they say the best deals are actually the week before Christmas because people are trying to unload their stuff.
Yeah, and it feels like I just feel like they're gonna come back around. So I'm not like racing to get shit done.
Yeah,
But like you said last week, the people got the dopamine running, and it's just like they have that buying attitude. So if you put it in front of them, they're more likely to buy.
Well, I'll tell you what, that dopamine, it's real, man. Let me tell you something. I haven't even shopped on Black Friday or Cyber Monday for anything, but I know this is an expensive time of year for me. Like, so I'll just buy that. I'll buy. I mean, not big purchases. $20. Because I'm even worse than you. Something like $20. If I don't really need it, like Meanwhile, I go out to lunch and I spend $20. Like, it's not even like
Yeah.
anything. And like today, I'm like, I need this. I'll just buy it. It's $20. I know I'm spending money at this time of year. So what's another $20 or $50 or $70? You know, what's the big deal? So it's a real thing, man. And I'm telling you what.
Maybe I just don't have it. And it's not like my wife. My wife has that dopamine run. And I'm just like, last night I wanted to, like, I'm going to put my son to sleep and I'm going to get up and I'm going to search in. I'm going to do some shopping, get some shit done. My wife's birthday, I got Hanukkah, I got Christmas, I got blah, 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 everything. And I just fell asleep with my son. Like, it just wasn't that important to me.
But look, man, see, that's not much of a mystery to me because you don't get excited about anything. You like it's just like there's never any excitement.
I get excited
Well,
about
maybe
things.
the deals
Albert,
weren't good enough.
Albert,
No, forget about
Albert, you just met me pretty much 2 months ago. I get excited over things, right?
like
you
what?
do.
Like what? Give me one thing. Give me one thing that Kevin's got excited about.
He gets excited about his
About
family.
what?
About my family.
Yeah.
Give me one example. Just one example
What are you talking about?
that you were excited about. Give me one example. I've been here for 3 years. I've never we have a golf trip planned. You're like, look, what am I going to do? I'm not there right now. When I get there, I'll be happy.
He was
When
excited about the new clients.
It's not a golf trip. We're going to meet a client.
Yes, but on Saturday,
Well, that's for him. It's just a golf.
right?
The
And I
client is
may
secondary.
go Sunday as well without
Oh,
you,
Jesus.
like early in the morning, because I don't mind getting up at 6 o'clock to go play golf. Like, you know, so I don't need you to.
I'm
do
just
that.
like an even keel guy. You're
Like
gonna
I
get-
said, you don't get excited, and I think it's partly why you have so much anxiety because you don't release any. It's like you hold everything in.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, I mean, like,
You think I need a pill or something?
I think you just need to get excited for things.
Drink
Once
more
in a-
often. I could drink
Maybe
more
some
often
MMA,
if you like.
MMA lessons. Let
Yeah.
off that aggression.
Maybe we should put a mat down in the middle and we can just wrestle
roll around.
with our Russian sensation here that we have now.
No, I'm a jujitsu master.
Who may be looking for a job soon. If anybody needs a mediocre audio technician, Albert's available.
No, the audio's fine. It's the video.
Anyway, so I mean, I don't know. Do we have anything else to talk about?
No, he got a whole
I
list.
got some.
Okay,
I got
what
some.
else you got? Make
so-
it good.
50% of this year's holiday shoppers now say they prefer online shopping to brick and mortar, with just 36% saying the opposite. So more people actually prefer to shop online now instead of having to go to the store, deal with the poor customer service.
Oh, I hate shopping in general, but I hate going to the store even more.
Yeah.
Like my wife and I went to Walmart on Friday, Black Friday. I was expecting to be part of a nightmare. It was actually really quiet, but we really honestly just went to Walmart so we didn't have to hang out with our kids
But remember,
during the
there
day.
there used to be videos of Walmart back in the day on Black Friday where it was like a madhouse. It was a
Because
zoo.
I don't think that it's the same anymore. I don't think the deals are the same anymore, and
They're
it's
not.
just like it's changing, and it's starting on Monday to Monday or Monday to Tuesday, and it's like there's no real rush.
Man, you could just buy it online. Like, what's the problem? Is
Yeah.
there,
And I don't like going to the stores either. Like, I like the convenience of it just showing up at my door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why I did Dollar Shave Club. Now I'm doing Harry's. I do these things, and it's mainly because I forget, and I don't want to even have to
well, you
think.
get jealous because your wife gets all the boxes. You want to at least have a few boxes that come in every once in a while, right?
Yeah, she is so like she's texting me right now, but she is so like used to the boxes being for her that yesterday, like I'm like, hey, did my box come in? She goes, no. I'm like, where's all the boxes? She showed me Jason Caruso. Is that my name? Yes. Okay, that's my box. Give it to me. And I bought these new blades for my skates because like I was throwing around the idea of buying new skates, and I'm like, I don't really like hockey skates.
Are you gonna play hockey again?
And that was my thing. I'm like, I don't really play anymore. So like back in college, I'll spend $1,000 on skates. Now I'm like,
What about that league that you were in?
It's just an hour away.
Like a beer league.
Yeah, it's actually a good league, but it was just too far away. So I just replaced the steel.
Mm-hmm.
So I was watching a video.
The blade, yeah.
Right. So I just bought them, and they came in from California, and I changed them out, and it's just like my skates are fine, but I needed new blades because they were too low. After I had them since I was in college. Maybe did I have these in college? I don't know, but so yeah, like the box was next to her boxes. She doesn't even look at the names anymore. The only ones that she looks at are big tall, skinny ones that are golf clubs.
Yeah,
Those
that's yours.
Those come in every once in a while.
Every once in a while, my ass. How many times?
I've seen
Once
you
a
with
week.
like 4 different shafts this week.
Yeah. Well, that's what she said, Albert.
Right.
Albert's been using
You're-
"That's What She Said"
You're
over
going
and
to be
over in the
buying
studio.
one of them from me.
Oh, I am.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna give it to her. I'll bet you for it. How about that on Saturday?
Anything you want. Whatever you want.
How many
I'll think.
strokes do I get?
Nothing.
Oh, here we go.
You
So-
can afford $80. It's a
Okay.
$120 shaft. I'm going to give it to you for $80.
So can you? You can afford $80. Buy it for me.
Yeah. Buy it for
It
you.
would be a nice thing.
Right.
Nice gift.
Yeah, that's
We'll
what
see if I like it first. Let's test it out.
So
What
my
else
wife
you
sends
got?
me a text message. Someone bought this for Junior on his list. Amazon, and it's an iPad.
An iPad?
How old is
Someone bought an iPad for him?
It's a Fire HD
Oh yeah,
10
that's
Kids Edition tablet.
that's the
Well,
tablet.
that's
like
the
one
same
of-
tablet we have, the
How
Amazon
about
tablet.
that? Amazon, like with these Christmas lists. We were talking about that earlier today. How Jason's wife she has a list of things for Jason to buy for her.
Yeah, she has a Christmas list. and
Talking about taking the authenticity out of
Right.
gift giving altogether.
No, it takes out the return-ticity. And like, so there's no returning because I know exactly what she wants.
Aren't you when you get a present and it's like, oh, I know exactly what this is? Like, why?
No, I put
do you
them
even
in
wrap
different
them?
size
Do you even wrap
boxes.
them? Oh,
Put
you're
them in-
kidding.
That's part of the gift getting process. You have to make that fake smile, like you like it, and you're like, thanks.
I
and
have no
then you return
interest
it.
in that part of it. It's like, do you like it? Yes. Am I guaranteed that you're going to like it if you put it on your list? Yes. That's all I need. That's it.
Wait till you see Jason, because we get all of our wife's presents sent here, so they don't see them, and then we have a gift wrapping
party.
party, and Jason can't wrap a gift for his life.
No, yeah, I just make you do it.
Yes, 2 left hands.
No, it's not
Saw
two
you
left
trying to
hands.
put up the
I
shelf.
just, there's this like tradition in my house that like I pay for everything and my wife buys everything.
That's a tradition.
So, like, I kind of just stick to what I know, and
Paying
for it is what I know. So,
So what else we got? Anything else good on this list there, Albie?
So the multi-channel shopper, which I guess is online and brick and mortar, spent $82 more on average than the online-only shopper and $49 more than those shoppers who only shopped in stores.
Wow, what the hell does that mean?
So basically, people are spending money everywhere, not just online, not just in a store. They're just overall spending more money in general because they're getting bombarded from both angles.
that probably has nothing to do with the economy, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so average
That's a
order
little
value.
passive aggression there a little bit. We'll talk about that after the show.
you're right.
Average order value set a new record for Black Friday at $146, up 8.5% year over year.
It's probably because a lot of people are out of work.
Yeah.
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 kind of-
Unemployment's probably
Yeah.
up.
It's just people are, yeah.
Oh, man.
God.
Yeah, I mean.
So
what is-
anyway, I mean,
what is there to say about that? I mean, I guess like
Well,
spend
people are more
Economy's
ordering
doing well.
more.
the economy's doing well. I mean, that's the only
Yeah.
real answer for it.
Right.
I mean, unless
All right.
marketers are
Here's
getting.
one.
Whoa! Relax. I'm still talking.
My bad.
Like, he doesn't like to hear that. That's
Yeah.
why
No,
I
he
know
doesn't.
he doesn't like to hear it. But it's the truth. Unless marketers are just getting better at marketing, in like this last year compared to the last 300 before it,
Yeah.
my guess is like that's not the case.
Yeah.
But-
Economy's definitely doing better.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, we see it here. So,
What else you got?
That's
Buy online, pick up in store orders grew 73% from Thursday to Friday. So this is from this Thursday to Friday. So people obviously on Thanksgiving they don't want to go into the store and buy stuff, but
So order online and then pick up?
yeah. So people are doing more of that than
You
so
know,
they don't even do their shopping in the store anymore. They don't need to. They just research everything online.
for food.
No.
So what are you
No,
talking
you
about?
buy online and then you can pick it up at
Yeah,
the
but
store instead of having it
that's-
shipped.
That's not the reason. What you just said. The reason it's happening is because free shipping used to be a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
Then companies started being like, "Look, I'm losing money because the margins are so low." Right.
Mm-hmm.
Then, not everybody wants to do free shipping anymore, so they do free pickup, And that's why it's growing, is because Walmart doesn't do free shipping anymore unless you spend whatever, or you know. So,
but I think people like to do that too. I don't think it's just like a store not having free shipping or whatever. I think people, their buying behavior is they'll take the free shipping obviously or ship it to your house, but they'd rather go get it, just go pick it up at the store.
Yeah, but it's faster.
Yeah.
Like I know, like when I'll do that, like here, like I pass a Walmart before I come in. There's a Home Depot here. When I need something, like Home Depot will get it to me in 2 days. But if I just go pick it up at the store, I can get it within a couple hours.
Right.
So it's faster. I don't have to pay for shipping. I mean, there's a lot of reasons. But
sometimes when we
I don't
wanna
think
go-
it has to do with behavior, though. I think it has to do with like economics.
Well,
and, like,
sometimes when we go to buy something at Home Depot, we'll just buy it before we leave on our way out the door to Home Depot and go just so we can walk in and get it and just save time.
No, that's what we do, right? So we don't have to wait online. It's more convenient, even though there's a line to get it. It's just like, because at home, it's funny you say that, because at Home Depot, if I know what I want, I don't buy it and pick it up. I just go grab it and pay. But if I don't know where it is and like, it's just easier. So I think that's more of like a convenience thing. It's more of like, they don't want to pay for shipping thing. If it's a small item, right? Like a $7 item, and somebody wants to charge you $5.99 just to ship it. It's like double the price almost, and that's just for shipping.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot of reasons for that. I don't think that could be I don't think that's a trend that can be measured by.
I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like I don't really know what that says. What does it say?
I don't know. I think it just goes with the trend of people buying more. People buy more, spend more, so there's going to be more cases of people doing other things. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just going to naturally
go up, right?
One thing changes, everything else changes as well.
Right.
People spend more, people buy more on mobile. It's all a chain reaction, I guess, of things.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, we talked a lot about statistics. Obviously, Black Friday, Cyber Monday seemed like it went really well for everybody, which is awesome. But I think you guys have to really focus on nurturing these customers that you got and making sure they buy again. Don't just expect them to come in and buy this one time. This is a lifelong relationship you want to build with your customers, and I think you have an opportunity to do that with these customers that you got through this little sale opportunity that you had.
Lifetime value.
Yeah.
Figure out what they're worth to you over. And by the way, this is what Klaviyo is really good at. Segmenting people. Like you can have like a segment of Black Friday people and all other customers, and then see what their lifetime value is depending on when they're buying from you. You could do Christmas, you could do Easter, and you can figure out when your audience is most potent, right? So like then you can spend more money during that period.
Yeah,
right?
And you'll be able to predict it. You'll see the people who are more likely to spend when there's an offer. Hit those people when you have your next offer, and take advantage of them for whatever they are, even if they're not like the best, regular day customers. If they're going to buy offers, make sure you focus on them when you send an offer out.
Yeah. eCommerce.com/email. Sign up for Klaviyo today. You will not be disappointed.
Because now we talked last week about how it's kind of like too late because it was in the middle of the week. Now you have time. Sign up for Klaviyo and get ready for these holiday shoppers.
Yeah, Christmas. I don't know how big it is for Hanukkah. I don't really know anything about that, but I guess there's only 8 presents for the.
It's more of a cash holiday.
Yeah,
Cash money.
All right, guys.
So yeah, after you sign up for Klaviyo, then sign up for our Facebook group, eCommerceUncensored.com/Facebook, and you can ask us questions over there, start conversations yourself. Just get in touch with us. This has been episode number 97. You can check us out, as always, at eCommerceUncensored.com, and we'll talk to you guys real soon.
Later.
Have a good one.